Happy Halloween! Every year, a new generation of people discover the 1966 American television classic, It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. And every year I rewatch it and I'm reminded I don't like it. So this year, I took matters into my own hands, and I, personally, rewrote and re-illustrated a new version of the story, one with an ending that satisfies what I was looking for. So I'm going to read and show it to you right now. To recap, the Peanuts gang is celebrating Halloween. They're getting ready to go trick-or-treating and then go to a Halloween party. Charlie Brown has been treated like garbage by everybody in this town. I mean, this is a bald little boy. Why are you doing this to him? Leave him alone. He has a jack-o'-lantern drawn on his head. He has the football gag where he breaks his back. And then when they go trick-or-treating, all the kids get candy, but he's given rocks. Each and every house, the adults give him rocks. Why do they have rocks in their houses? Why are they all doing it? It means they must have met beforehand and been like, hey, when that bald kid gets here, give him rocks. It's sad and weird, okay? Meanwhile, Linus and Sally are in the pumpkin patch waiting for the Great Pumpkin, which is a supernatural being that picks one pumpkin patch a year that it thinks is sincere, and it appears to the good children waiting there. It's basically like Santa, but instead of going everywhere, it's one random place, and instead of giving like toys and stuff, it's just what you would have been given if you had gone trick-or-treating. It's a flawed system. In any case, we're gonna pick up right here, okay? So Lucy's in the pumpkin patch with everybody else, basically telling Linus that he's a stupid blockhead for ruining Halloween and wasting it inside this pumpkin patch. So as she's doing that, there's a rumbling. The ground begins to tremble. They look out into the pumpkin patch. Something's emerging. What is it? Linus is so excited that he faints immediately. Everybody else's eyes go up in astonishment as a giant being appears in the pumpkin patch. Its arm reaches out and grabs Sally. It's the Great Pumpkin, motherfuckers. It chooses its first victim, its yearly thirst for the blood of the sincere, unquenchable. Wake up, you blockhead, Lucy yells to Linus, thinking he might be the only one who knows what to do. Just then, Lucy's grabbed. Oh, she yells. Let me go, you pumpkin spice flavored. Lucy is chucked as far as the eye can see. Chucked so far that they don't even hear or see her body land. But I'll tell you where it lands. It lands on top of that 5-cent unlicensed psychiatry hut that she has, and it explodes on impact. Someone do something, the other kids yell. They turn to Charlie Brown, who shrugs. I only got a rock. Charlie Brown thinks it over. I got a rock. He squeezes the rock. Blood pours from his little pudgy palm. I got a rock. Charlie Brown pummels the Great Pumpkin with rock after rock, his bald rage bubbling over. The Great Pumpkin grabs him, goes to eat Charlie Brown, but Charlie Brown dumps the bag of rocks down its gullet. Eat my suck-ass childhood, you blockhead. Charlie Brown screams. The Great Pumpkin drops them, begins to choke. It can't breathe. Its eyes bulge, bleed, and explode in its monstrous head until it's dead. Good fucking grief, says Charlie Brown. The next day, Charlie Brown and Linus are on the bridge. Another Halloween has come and gone. Linus, because he fainted and learned no lessons, is basically like, well, maybe next year if I'm more sincere or pick a better pumpkin patch, but Charlie Brown has had it. He doesn't have to listen to this. He's a little, angry, bald hero. He's basically Jason Statham. Just then, a red balloon appears, followed by the cackling sound of laughter. Somebody whispers, you'll float down here too. And there appears Snoopy. Snoopy, who even in the original appears in the pumpkin patch as the Great Pumpkin, because he is the Great Pumpkin, but the Great Pumpkin isn't a pumpkin at all. That's just how it appears to the children, because it knows it will frighten them. The Great Pumpkin is actually an interdimensional demon old god that feasts on the fears and hate of an entire town. An entire town that hates one little boy. It appears every 27 years. Charlie Brown knows that 27 years from now, he'll come back. But so will he. And this time it won't just be rocks that he has. Because let's face it, this story isn't "There's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown" or "The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown." It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Anyways, I had a lot of time on my hands. Decided to do that. Might do something for the Christmas story too, because we all remember that little tree, but there's a whole section where he's just trying to direct a show and no one will listen to him. I mean, he's just trying to direct. You gotta listen to the director. Can't believe these are classics. Post-World War I was a crazy time. You're gonna have somebody be given rocks the whole time? That's Chekhov's rock. There's a reason they call it Chekhov's rock.
Boo! Hi!